Well, it's time for my 250 subs video Q&A. Though my responses. Though I'm actually probably going to be a while before I actually hit 250 subs again, since I've lost about 18 since YouTube went and purged all idle channels. I have, and probably a lot of other people have. So go check your videos. I'm down to 242. So if any of you are willing to help me get back some of that subs, let me know. If not, I understand. But here's the questions by my subs. Bluebell 9289 asks, is there any legal ways to educate religious fanatics without being sent to jail or hospitalized? I don't know. I mean, when you say not sent to jail, do you mean as in illegal, or as in doing such a way that you don't get caught? I mean, try using some psychotropic drug or something that makes them more suggestible might work. Locking them up in your basement and forcing them to deconvert might work too. But I'm not really sure what you can do. Education is probably your best bet, but a lot of religious fanatics are just never going to look at the information, so I don't know if there really is anything you can do. Just keep trying, I guess. Answers in Nature asks me, what is my favorite mammal? This is a tough one. I would have said a few years ago wolf, but probably leopard is my favorite. I just like the grace, the strength of it. It's proportionally one of the strongest big cats on the planet. It was definitely quite interesting. I mean, in fact, it can haul up a meal bigger than itself up a tree. So it's definitely one of my favorite. Evil Ernie 01 asks, is there a time when having a religion is acceptable? And I don't really know. I mean, acceptable people to have religion, but I'd probably say in general, no. I mean, overall, there are no real good reasons to have religion. There's not so good reasons that I think a lot of people can sympathize with, not wanting to face death, the comfort it gives, and whatnot. I wouldn't put these as acceptable to me, but at least I can understand them. He also asks, where can we find me on Facebook? And I am in the midst of thinking of making a new YouTube Facebook page. I have one, but it's mostly for gaming, so you're not going to see me post anything that's interesting there at all. Though I am thinking of doing one for myself. Fringe Elephants asks me, is it okay to eat a spicy pizza for breakfast? Now this is a trick question, because it's never okay to eat a spicy pizza. Period. But for breakfast would be even worse, because then you have that smell of spices and garlic, whatever else was on your pizza. So no, it's definitely not okay. Yes, if I pushed off Thunderfoot and William Lane Craig off a cliff at the same time, who would hit the ground first? This is a tough one. I had to think about this one, but I think William Lane Craig would win overall. Now, Thunderfoot and William Lane Craig are pretty close when it comes to hot-headedness in the windbag section, so they would have a lot of resistance against gravity. But William Lane Craig has such a complete disconnect from reality and science and whatnot that I'm pretty sure that if it's possible, he could probably defy gravity. So I'd say he's probably less slower to hit the ground. He'd probably figure out some way of defying reality and define it in his own way. Now, I also asked, Do I exist? Stupid question. Of course I don't. I'm a figment of your imagination. Do you think anyone like me would really exist in reality? Come on. Come on. Be serious. And where do pins disappear to? Ah, this is a really neat, tricky device I've set up around the world. It sends all your pins to me, because I can't seem to find my own pins. My pins disappear, so I have to steal all yours. Now I have no idea where my pins go to. If you find out, let me know. California Sun, I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, um, asks how is the jogging going. It's coming and going. I've had to take a break because I've had the flu, and the cold weather and rain has been a bit heavy, though I've been trying to make up with it with doing some push-ups, sit-ups, and whatnot to at least get some exercise in. And if I do go out, I try to jog a bit. And about the YouTube changes, other than the fact that I've lost subs, I don't really know enough to really say my personal feelings on this yet. May come back to another time. Truth for the People asks, who is the worst YouTube creationist theist on YouTube, and why? That's a tough one. Benefang X is pretty up there. Puppy Turtle can be a bit frustrating at times with his theistic arguments, but he's not really creationist. Unless that counts him as a really bad creationist. I mean, can't get much worse than not being one. But I think Shock of God overall. Just because, he not only has bad arguments, he has idiotic arguments. I mean, most theists at least have something that's eternally consistent. Shock of God's using the same tired old stupid arguments that we've been laughing at for years. So definitely him. Koki Pirate asks, the last guy, what was my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon overall is probably the Swallow. I just like it. I'm a big bird Pokemon fan. I spent ages trying to get myself a shiny Swallow to no luck yet. But I definitely want to get one. And I like the Swallow overall. And last question is, why am I reading the questions when my subscribers are plotting my demise? Because I'm keeping you distracted. I'm pretending as if I don't know your plot. And in fact, since I don't exist, this is a figment of your imagination. So you're planning to destroy a figment of your imagination. Don't you feel silly now? But that's it. Hopefully I'll hit 250 subs again soon. But I'm glad that for all your subs, I'm glad that I'm at least seem to be getting popular. I don't know if it's just because you like laugh at me or if I'm actually making sense at times. But I've been enjoying YouTube. And sometime early April, I will be hitting my first year of making videos. Even though in August I'm looking at a lot longer. But thanks to all my subs. Hope for another couple years to go.